Greetings everyone, my name is Kat and I'm dental hygiene student from SPC. And for today's interview we have Mr. Chamberlain. Hello Mr. Chamberlain.
Good morning.
Good morning. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Do you have your permission?
Yes.
Thank you. First question I have is, where are you from?
Originally New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. And when did you move to Florida?
I started coming to Florida in 1966. Winters mostly, and then I have been here this time for 14 years.
14 years. And what made you move to Florida? Was it any
Weather.
specific weather?
The weather.
Weather. Thank you. Could you tell me, please, what is your first memory from your childhood?
A fearful one that stands out is when I was 5 years old and my mother was in the hospital. And I couldn't go to see her, but we stood out on the lawn and waved from the lawn to the window that she was standing in. And I immediately stood behind my grandmother and cried because I didn't know she was coming home. I didn't know she was just in there for a procedure and then she'd be coming home. I thought that was be the last time I'd see my mother. That's the most vivid memory that I have.
Thank you for sharing this. So could you tell me, please, what did your parents make you do that you hated doing when you were a child?
Practically everything. I didn't like to do anything. I thought I was entitled and I didn't have to do the things that my other siblings were doing. You know, washing the dishes, just doing household chores, things like that, and yard work. I felt that I didn't need to do that. The other children could do that. There was 6 of us, so I felt that I was above doing those things.
Thank you for that. And next will be, what do you remember about going to school? Any memories you'd like to share?
I think what I liked about school, again, was the other children, the other students. I loved playing. You know, I didn't like the schoolwork. I liked recess. I used to stare out the window. In fact, it connects to where I am today, and I always wanted to be outside playing. You know, sunny day, just be outside playing, doing nothing but playing. And here I am 60 years later, 70 years later, and I'm doing what I was hoping to be doing there. I live in a place where it's summer every day and I don't do anything.
All right, so next question will be from the group of young adulthood. What was like as a young adult who was dating? What kind of things did you do on a date?
Movies, dances, just spending some time together as a young adult, exploring.
Thank you, sir. The next one will be from the later adulthood. What do you do to keep your health?
What do I do to keep my health?
Yes, sir.
I stay active, involved with a lot of people. Exercise somewhat, not on a regular daily basis, but I do exercise a little bit now and then, but mostly just being amongst people.
What type of exercise do you usually do?
I walk, and I'll do some crunches, you know, and lift a few barbells, that's all.
Thank you. The next question will be, do you have any hobbies or ever collected anything?
No, I've never collected anything. If my hobby, if you want to call it a hobby, is what I do and enjoy most is dancing.
Dancing?
Yes.
And what type of, is there any specific dance?
Well, in the 50s, we were called jitterbug. It followed the 40s, which was swing. And jitterbug is just a faster version of swing. And that's what I like to do. As I said, I had 5 sisters, and so by the time I got to high school and in my teen years, I knew how to dance, and I really enjoy it. I still go dancing to this day.
Thank you for sharing it. And could you tell me what is your strongest asset?
My strongest asset, my belief in God.
Thank you. What would you still like to do that you haven't done yet?
Visit Israel.
Do you have any projected day, or are you planning on?
No, it's just something I would like to do someday. Could be tomorrow, could be a year from now. I have no idea. I just hope that I have that opportunity.
Thank you. And the last question I would like to ask you is what advice for today's youth would you give?
To be kind to one another. It's not important who likes you. You just have to like yourself.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chamberlain. And this will conclude our interview for today. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you.